Now, it's two major things that are happening in WWE right now. Two stories. The first one I'm going to talk about is the whole Becky Lynch and Ronda Rousey fight. And basically, it probably may end up being the main event at WrestleMania. The first women's match in WWE history to end off a WrestleMania. Possibly. It hasn't been totally confirmed, but it has the makings to be that. And I think they're trying to hype it up to be. With that, I have no problem with that. I really don't. I feel like if they can put on a good match, which Becky Lynch is an awesome wrestler, and then Ronda Rousey is showing that she is learning, that she is killing it, or trying to kill it. She's having good matches with people, and with the whole segments and doing promos. It's kind of going to come and go. A lot of times you can tell she still needs work. You can tell that like certain times she gets it, but then other times, certain times she nails it. Sometimes she doesn't. I haven't watched the whole Raw this past Monday, but her two promos from when she was in front of Becky and what she was saying, and then the week prior what she was saying to Becky's face in the ring. It was like, yo, she killing it. She is killing it. She really is. But it seemed like, Ronda got it down pat. As it goes, there was a rumor, it's probably still in the air, that WWE is not trying to just make it one-on-one, but they're going to possibly add Charlotte Flair into the mix, making their triple threat for the Women's Championship, Raw Women's Championship. And to me, I feel like that would be the worst thing that they can do, because if people gonna side with Becky, they're gonna side with Becky, regardless. Whether you have Charlotte, Ronda up in there, whatever. I think what they're trying to do with that is that they're trying to take a lot of the heat off of Ronda. They're trying to put a lot of the heat on Charlotte, because Charlotte can basically, she can take it, and get, and basically come up from it. It's basically she could take the hit. Ronda Rousey, it seemed like they're trying to, they're protecting her. And I get that. Like, if I was WWE, I'd probably be doing the same thing. So, by protecting her, they're trying to put that wall, which is Charlotte, in front of, the boos. That way, maybe some of the boos can get to her, but it's going to be mainly focused on Charlotte, and maybe have Charlotte, the one that get pinned. That way, Ronda Rousey won't get pinned. It won't, I guess you could say, quote unquote, damage her image in WWE right now. But I feel like they're gonna side with Becky, regardless. Even if you add Charlotte to there, they're gonna boo Charlotte, they're gonna boo Ronda, but they're gonna cheer Becky. Becky is the favorite. She's the top superstar, male or female, in WWE right now on the main roster. And for them to add Charlotte Flair, it wouldn't add Flair. Put it like that. It would not add Flair to the match. I mean, it probably would be a great match. Don't get me wrong. But I feel like this is a match that we have been waiting for. We didn't get it before, I think it was for TLC, because of the whole, Nia Jax accidentally hitting Becky in the nose and busting her open to where it's like she couldn't be in the match. So it was Ronda Rousey and Charlotte Flair, which ended up having a great match. This is one of those circumstances where it was like, it was a freak accident that happened that took somebody out the match that people wanted to see. But at the same time, it was a great replacement. So, I mean, it wasn't anything that was just too bad, but a lot of people missed out on seeing Becky versus Ronda Rousey. Now we get a chance to see Becky versus Ronda Rousey one-on-one. To add Charlotte Flair in that match would be kind of like, no. But as of right now, if something happened on SmackDown, don't get me wrong, I haven't really been watching the product like that. It's just been, no. It has not been what you call it. I hate the phrase. It hasn't been must-see TV. I learned about certain stuff on the podcast, but whatever. But yeah, I mean, that would be like the worst way to go. That really would be just the worst way to go. I feel like a lot of people, including myself, would love to see Ronda Rousey versus, Becky Lynch for the WWE Championship. Well, the Raw Women's WWE Championship. And just leave it at that. And hopefully it may end up closing out, because I feel like that will be a great match. Though I do think that Seth Rollins versus Brock Lesnar will be a good match. But that's 50-50, because it may or may not be. But I mean, that, and it also goes for Becky Lynch versus Ronda Rousey. That may or may not be a good match. You know, I don't know. We won't know until we actually see it. But if it goes on last to end off WrestleMania, I feel like that will be a good accomplishment. I feel like that will be happy. That will make them happy, and I don't know. I think that would be good, especially if it is a really, really good match. Then everybody gets something out of it, you know, and it set a new principle for, you know, WrestleMania, the women, and blah blah blah, and all that stuff. So I feel like one-on-one thing is the way to go. People gonna feel how they feel going into it. People gonna feel how they feel going out of it. There's nothing that you can change, and I'll say just keep it one-on-one.